Hello everyone, this is Ashish and today I'm going to talk about what you need to do in the last 2 days of the examination. And I do understand that a lot of you guys have been saying that make what we have to do for the last 10 days, last 7 days, last 5 days. It does not work like that. Last 20 days video that I made was still applicable and that's what you were supposed to follow. But in the last 2 days you have to do certain things that I haven't talked about till now, which I'm going to discuss over here. There are a few things that you need to know. We are going to start with the biggest problem that you're going to face one night before the examination, and that is going to sleep. It is really difficult to fall asleep one night before the examination because of all the pressure, but I'm going to give you a technical solution for this, because let's face it, now what you have to do is something that starts 2 days before the examination. So let's say that you have your gate examination on 2nd February, then what you have to do is not sleep that well on 31st January. What this will do, let's say you are going to sleep only 4 hours, so you will be super sleepy throughout your 1st January and you will resist to sleep throughout the day, and then you will find that you will fall instantly to sleep 9 o'clock at night, and then you will have a good goddamn sleep throughout the night, very stable sleep. Now I know that there might be situations where this might not work too, because I've been there. I've given I don't know how many examinations. If I start showing it, it will seem like a credit roll at the end of a movie. But the second tip that I'm going to give you is, when you're going to sleep, I do understand, and I think that you know too, that counting sheep does not work. Okay, so what you have to do is remind yourself a story. What story? Some movie that you like, maybe a video game that you like. Story of that movie. As you keep on reminding that this happened after this sequence, after that happened, if you keep on reminding, what does this do? It actually takes the mind off that examination, and when that happens, you fall asleep. Okay, so these are the 2 tips that you'll need one night before the examination that you have to perform. The first one you have to perform 2 nights before the examination, so keep this in mind. This is the reason for me uploading this video a little bit early. Test series. Now you should really not give test series 1 day before the examination. 2 days before the examination, if you are very eager to give a test series, you might, but 1 day before the examination, no chance. Now what do you have to do 1 or 2 days before the examination? All you have to do is revise your notes, revise your short notes, revise your micro notes, because now you have all day. You can give and invest time in your short notes revision. Just revise it. And I do understand a lot of you guys might be feeling at this moment that I'm forgetting everything I studied. In that point, what you have to do is just write and revise. Do not write the definitions and all, but write down the formulas and revise. It really helps. It tells your brain that yes, I remember this formula, right? So keep on writing and revising. Just keep on running your hands. Should you practice some problems? Not suggested. Right now, do not practice much problems. Just revise your notes. Revise whatever you have studied, whatever is in your head. It will just give you confidence. To be completely honest, you cannot study anything new and you cannot increase your level at this moment. What I want you to do is reach your optimum level. Do what the best that you can do. Another problem that you guys are facing is that you just do not want to study in this last moment. A lot of pressure on your head. I understand that strange feeling in your stomach. I do understand, because of all this pressure you are not willing to study at this end moment, but I'm going to not lie even a little bit. You have to keep on studying 1 night before the examination till 1 night before the examination, let's say 8 o'clock. You have to keep on revising your notes. I'm not saying go and study anything new, but keep on revising. It definitely helps. I've given examinations where I've left studying 2 days before the examination, and I've given examination in which I've studied like 2 hours before the examination. The ISRO 2018 was the recent one, most recent one, and there I studied till I say 2 p.m. and my examination was at 4 p.m. So it does not matter if you study just before the examination, just like 2 hours before the examination you should cut it. Now the day of the examination, definitely try to wake up like early, like around 6 a.m. if your examination is at first half. If you are having examination in second half, you're goddamn lucky, so you can wake up at any time which is suitable for you. But at morning, what you should be eating, that is important, and I would highly suggest eating oats, because it does 2 things: keeping your belly light and filling it up. So it is definitely the best option. I've done it, so it really helps. But other things are also good. Peanut butter and bread is also good. Definitely do not eat your puri and sabji, all right? It's not good for you. So that's about the food part. It is very important. You do not want to be hungry during the examination, and you do not want to be filled and feeling sleepy during the examination. So that's about the eating part. Now let's come to the gate examination specifically. You cannot carry any electronic gadgets. I hope you know that. But what people do a lot of time is they forget their pens too. Now speaking of pens, you can keep 2 or 3 colors of pens. What this will do is sometimes the scribble pad gets filled up, all right, and most of the time they do not give an extra. Sometimes they do, but sometimes they don't. And at that moment, if you have a pen with some other color, you can use it in some corners and it will be very crystal clearly visible. Now this is a tip that nobody is going to give you, that is visualize before the examination. This is something that I've done before every competitive examination that I've faced. What do you have to visualize? The strategy that you adapted so far, the strategy that you're going to perform, whatever your plan is. For example, let's say you're going to start your examination when 180 minutes is left. By the time when 120 minutes are left, let's say you have finished all the 2 marks question, the first phase of it. At that moment you should be planned to start aptitude when 120 minutes are left. When 100 minutes are left, you have to start the 1 marks question. Whatever your strategy is, I've talked about exam attempting strategy a lot of times. Accordingly, you must have a strategy by now. So visualize just for 10 minutes before the examination. It will train your brain and make your brain more comfortable. So this is definitely going to help. Now let's talk about few golden rules of any competitive examination. Number 1 being you should always be ready to adapt. You never know whether the question paper is going to be easy or it's going to be difficult. You have to be always ready to improvise. You have to be ready. For example, if the question paper is easy, you have to attempt more questions. If question paper is difficult, attempt less questions, but be more careful. Invest more time in numerical checking, rechecking it, and accuracy you have to maintain in any case. You cannot make mistakes in questions which others are going to do it correctly, right? So you have to always adapt and never get overconfident and never get underconfident during the examination. Some people get overconfident. If they are, let's say, solving the first 1 mark question like in, let's say, 15 to 20 minutes, they'll get so happy that they'll start making mistakes in 2 marks questions. Never do that, because maybe question paper was easy. In ISRO 2018 examination and CIL 2017 examination, question paper was very easy. What happens in such situations? The cutoff increases rapidly, so always be ready for that. And if your question paper is very difficult, the cutoff will decrease drastically. ISRO 2017 December examination, the cutoff will decrease. The ES 2018-19 examination, the cutoff will decrease. It always happens. So in that case, do not get demoralized. Always give your best, right? That is what you have to do. If you have given every last ounce of energy into this examination, you're going to succeed. And by the end of this examination, you're going to have that feeling that yes, I've beaten this competition. So that's about it for this one. If you followed all my videos before, I definitely can assure you that you're on the right path. But this is what I'll say right now, that gate is not the end of the line. If your gate goes very well, do not get very happy, because BARC and ISRO is up ahead, giving much better job perspective if you're into research. Also, after gate examination, there will be interviews for which I will be guiding. Don't worry, this game goes until, let's say, August, until you get the final ID card of that PSU or that government job that you're looking for, or until you get into that MTech that you always wanted. So that's about it. I hope that you were present in the last live session that I did. I'll be doing one right after the gate examination, especially for mechanical students. I'll be doing on 3rd. It will be a Sunday, so I'll be talking to you guys on that day. And I'm telling it again, gate is just the beginning. That until you get the job, you should not stop. But we are going to enjoy it for a couple of days after gate examination, that's for sure. But we are going to get right back at it. I'll see all of you in the next one.